Lily, aka Superwoman.
Oh!
So what brings you to LA?
So I've had so many offers to, come to LA to do this, or we're gonna have you perform, and they just always fell through. So 2013 ended, and I'm like, I'm gonna rent a place, I'm gonna rent a car, I'm gonna book a flight, and I came, and then I got here, and I was like, I'm lost, and I didn't know what to do. So I just literally threw myself into an uncomfortable situation.
That's
Just
what
to
it's all
experience
about.
something new. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, and you've been collabing with every major YouTuber out there. I've been seeing you everywhere.
Yes, it's been really fun. A lot of these people I look up to, and I watch them in Toronto. I'm like, oh my God, they're so cool. I want to be their friends. And so I've tweeted them, and so many of them have been like, yeah, let's meet up. So it's kind of like weird/awesome to be like, hey, so nice to meet you. All right, let's go throw some wigs on now and act like weirdos. So it's cool. It's fun. I love it.
I feel like that's exactly what YouTube's all
That's
about,
exactly what it's about.
though. Meeting people and then creating something really, really awesome.
So let's get the chat room going, Ethan.
Yeah.
People, well, first of all, there's about 3,000 schmers. So that's good. Oh my God, it started. Jimmy Thief 412 says, oh my God, it started. Jolena Zurich says, let's go. And ask a question. We get it. We're all very excited.
The first 5 minutes.
I know. The first 5 minutes are going to be people just really,
People
really
are like,
excited.
the internet works right now?
But I do want to point out that earlier someone did say, my parents don't know I'm watching this. I'm 14. No one will know. They'll know now.
That is the way to do it.
We're gonna
Watch
call our
out.
parents right away.
Very crazy.
Hashtag I'm your role model.
Crazy things, dangerous things will be happening. Do not tell your parents what is happening here. This is our little secrets. So we actually have some Twitter questions we also got before we started this live stream. This one comes from @HeartosexualMDK. We know who he or she is a fan of. If you weren't a YouTuber, what do you think you would be?
Well, you know what? Before I decided to make YouTube videos, I was actually going to apply to do my master's in psychology. What was I thinking? I don't know. But so I feel like I would have kind of done something with psychology and absolutely hated it. So I'm kind of glad I did become a YouTuber.
Wasn't YouTube like the psychology of a crazy audience?
Everyone says,
connecting with
your
that?
psychology degree probably helped you so much with your videos. And I'm like, no.
Really?
No, it didn't.
It helps you understand your family more and make them seem, wacky on screen.
Oh, that's so cute. You think my family understands me.
Or you understand your family and represent them in a crazy way.
Oh, yeah, okay. Something like that, sure.
Something.
Yeah.
How did Superwoman, the whole brand, come to be? Like, how did that
You know what? When I was younger, there was a song called Superwoman by Lil Mo and Fabulous, and that shows my age because it's a pretty old song. But I listened to it and I thought it was so empowering. So when I was growing up, whether I went through like family issues or issues at school, I used to call myself Superwoman because I thought it would motivate me. So any issue I'd go through, I'd be like, doesn't matter, I'm Superwoman. And it kind of just stuck. And then when I was like 8, I found this ring, and it's a Superwoman sign.
You still have it?
And I literally have worn it ever since I was like 8 or 9, yeah.
I lose everything. Like, I lose something,
I've
get
lost
Forever
everything
21.
else in my
or
life.
that was meant to stay with you.
Did your fingers
Boyfriends,
get
friends,
bigger?
everything, but this ring has been there through thick and thin.
So your fingers have been that size since
Well,
you were
I
nine?
kind of hit it with a hammer, so,
Awesome.
and it kind of just
make it
worked.
fit.
Yeah.
We do have a question in the chat room, which is great. This is from Rudra Gandhi. What's your favorite type of relaxed day?
Relaxed day? What's a relaxed day?
Like,
I have no
like what do you like
relaxed
to
days.
do?
Okay,
on your free time when you're
I
relaxed?
really like to meditate. I love to listen to Bob Marley. I love to dance, but my ultimate, I love this day would be going to the movies with my friends solely for the popcorn, eating the popcorn, and just watching a movie and doing nothing.
Love it.
I'm
Do you
very
get
low maintenance.
recognized now at this point?
Yeah. Funny story, I went to the movies once, and I paid, keyword paid, for the butter on my popcorn, okay? They didn't put any butter on my popcorn, which is like horrendous to me, okay? So I went back out and I'm like, hey, they forgot to put the butter on my popcorn. The girl's like, oh my God, are you Superwoman? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I'm such a big fan. You're my role model. I'm like, cool. I'm like, so they forgot to put the butter. She's like, oh my God, that'll be $1.50. I'm like,
Are you kidding?
okay. So I do get recognized, and I honestly absolutely love it when people approach me, because when you're on the computer, you forget that those comments are people sometimes. You know, you're just like, oh, this is just like, I'm cool, 1, 2, 3, or like, Superwoman sucks at whatever, like whatever their username is, and it's nice to see that those are actually people. So
We have someone, Taryn Southern tweeted,
Hi.
who's an awesome YouTuber. She says, I want to meet you while you're still here in LA, girl. Love your vids.
100%.
We'll
tweet
make
me.
the connection. There you go.
I am down to meet any type of and every type of strangers.
And we also have Dakota, Mrs. Riggs Reedus. If you could have a unicorn, what would you name it?
Oh my God, what an intense question.
These are deep.
The most intense
If
question.
I had a unicorn, well, first of all, I am a unicorn, so that's a bit awkward, but if I had a unicorn, I would have to go with Cotton Candy Crush, just off the top of my head.
Wow.
Yeah.
And also this one, I'm just reading them off of here, at Justin's something. How do you manage to stay happy even through the roughest times? That's a great question.
Oh, that is a great question. It's not easy to do. It's been a learning process. I've been through many, many lows in my life, many, many ups. The key to staying happy, I think, is to be grateful, is to kind of look at the bigger picture of things and be like, you know, this and this is happening, kind of sucky, but hey, look at these 100 things that are awesome. So it's just kind of being in tune with yourself and being grateful.
Let's go back in the chat room.
I'm going to go back into the chat room and have a good couple questions here, and then we'll go to the audience. I think we
Yeah,
should do the
let's
live
do that.
studio audience. This is from Amreen Dillon. Why did you want to be on YouTube?
It was never a plan for me to be on YouTube. I literally discovered YouTube and I was like, So I put up a video, which I took down because it really sucked. I put up a video and it got 70 views and I was like, okay, well, I'm famous now, so I have no choice. I have to do this.
Yeah.
And so it just was received well and I fell in love with the whole process of it, so I kept doing it.
And how long ago was that?
So I think my first video was 3 years ago, but I've been consistently doing it as like a career for a year and a half, 2 years.
And did you, I guess, go into it just as a hobby, though?
100% of I have an idea and I want to put it on the internet. No idea of if I'm going to make another video or where it's going to go or anything. So very spontaneous.
What was that turning point for you? Because I feel like everyone has that story of that turning point where it became something bigger.
Everyone asks me that, and I feel like if I could identify one, it would be that whole trend of stuff girls say or whatever that was on YouTube. I made one called Stuff Punjabi Mothers Say, and I guess all Punjabi people were like, that's my mom. And then everyone else was like, that is also my mom. So it kind of went viral and it got my name out there. And just in general, 2013 was just an absolutely wonderful year with opportunity. So I'd say 2013 was like the growth of Superwoman, where I turned into mildly something.
Because I feel like you represent something not only to, a younger generation of amazing folks watching, we love you, but also like a certain culture, right? So can you talk about that?
Yeah, for sure. You know what? Inevitably, I think a lot of South Asians, especially females, even though the males that are here, you're still awesome. I feel like they do think like, oh my God, this South Asian female is very outspoken and she speaks her mind, and those are characteristics that unfortunately aren't always encouraged in our culture. I, however, don't want to just stand for that because I have a rule where I don't believe the term my people. I'm very against that term. So I don't represent anything besides myself and humanity. Other than that, I don't want to stand for anything specific, but if I do inevitably, that's great, and I will take that.
That's awesome. Love it. Let's go to the fans here.
What?
Question. Take it away.
Hi, guys. My name's Avneet. I don't know if I'm more nervous to be talking to Superwoman or this whole live thing, but I just want to know what it feels like to know that you have millions of followers, like we all love you, and it's solely based on your personality. Like you thrive off of that every day. You travel because of that. How does it feel?
I know, we're all like, I was feeling that energy. That was beautiful.
Thank you so much. That's actually one of the sweetest things anyone's ever said to me. I've never been asked that. Usually the questions are like, so who's your boyfriend? But that was a great question. None of you asked that. That was my way of saying that.
So who's your boyfriend?
Wow, I'm really thank you, first of all. To be honest, I think that's one of the greatest things about YouTube, where it's like, there's no big industry behind me, there's no big company behind me, it's literally me in my bedroom, my personality, and I think that's one of the reasons that YouTubers are some of the most humble people you will ever meet. When you meet any YouTuber, and I've even learned this on my trip, they will always be very, very grateful to meet everyone, because it is literally because of you, because of all of you, that we are who we are. So it honestly feels awesome. Like sometimes I just sit, and you can ask my friends, I'm such a spiritual person because of that. I sit and I'm so grateful. I'm just like, wow, these people are awesome. I love you guys so much, so thank you. It definitely feels amazing.
We have a Twitter question from @Rayali asks, what is your favorite Indian food?
What's my favorite Indian food? Oh man, I really like chole, which is like chickpeas.
Yeah.
I'm a vegetarian, so I like this chickpea curry type thing.
Vegetarians, what?
What? Also, you can't go wrong with like chaat or golgappe.
Yeah.
No one knows what that is here.
What is it?
Okay, basically, golgappe is like this fried empty ball thing, and you crack it open and put like potatoes and again with the chickpeas, I don't know, and then and you just put it in your mouth, and it's like a whole thing. It's like a whole
explosion in your mouth.
Experience, yeah. Yeah, it's like an experience. It's amazing.
Let's go back to the chat room.
This is a really fun comment, just because I really want the chance to read it. It's from Manveer Kwar.
Yeah. Kwar.
Hi, Superwoman. I love you lots. Will there be any chance of you coming to Leicester in the UK? XX, smiley face, BT dubs. If you like someone, should you tell them even if they're with someone else?
Oh,
PS,
love
you're
advice.
Awesome sauce.
Wait, how many questions is this?
Like 5 in 1.
First of all, I love you too, thank you. Second of all, as soon as I leave LA, I am going home to Toronto for 2 days, and then I'm going straight to the UK, so I will be coming to the UK. specifically London though. So maybe if you want to make a little trek over there, that'd be great. But the other part of the question was if you like someone.
If you, by the way, if you like someone,
By the way.
SUM1, should you tell them even if they're with someone else?
Oh.
That's interesting. Oh,
Question.
God, I'm gonna have to get myself involved in all this chaos right now. It's a Bollywood movie going on in the chat room. I think that you should follow your heart, okay? And I think that whatever happens, it's important to remember not to blame me for giving you that advice.
This one comes from Justin's B-Bye girl.
No, I'm always scared to read the latter part of those names.
Yeah, okay. So I should just be like, you ask this. How do you do those beards in your videos and make them look so realistic?
What do you mean make them look? What do you mean make them look? This is 100% real.
It's like a chia pet.
What do you mean? I actually do my beards with eyeshadow, and I'm very serious about
Yeah.
it, okay? So I will stand there, I'll put my wig on, I'll look my wig, do a little Bieber flip, and I'll draw my eyeshadow, and then I'll literally stand there and get into the character. So I'll be like, okay, you good? Yo, what's up? You good? You good? Cool. So I get so into it, just eyeshadow and a little bit of imagination.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's what you feel guys are like. Is that what you're like, Ethan?
Pretty much. This is not real. This is all
I thought
fake.
you came like that to compliment my character.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
I paid.
We
I
went
paid
for
this
months
morning.
waiting for you.
I know.
We're gonna go to our fans right now. We have so many of them who have questions. Let's
Hi.
go.
First of all, my name is Surbi, and I'm a huge, huge fan of IISuperwoman. I'm still in high school, so I would like to know, do you have a particular high school or even college memory that you'll never forget? Any best memory?
100%. First of all, thank you for coming and being my fan. It means a lot. When I do motivational speaking, I always tell this one story, and I'll quickly tell it now. And that is in high school, there was a group of people and I who did not get along. And so for 2 or 3 years of my high school life, I was miserable because we used to fight and they used to pick on me and it used to be this whole thing. And on the very, very last day of school, she came up to me and apologized to me. And it was just like, oh, if you had done this 3 years ago, I would have saved so many tears. So my greatest memory is that moment, because when I go to schools, I always remind them that right now you may not get along with people. In high school, especially girls are very catty and very, you looked at my boyfriend and you did this. And I just would love to remind people that none of that is gonna matter and you can make it better right now. And that's why I tell that story.
I love that. That's some great advice because there's so many
100%.
young people watching and people watching in general who are dealing with so many things and they look up to you. Do you have people asking you all the time, like, how should I deal with this advice?
Yeah, it's great. Like, people think I know what I'm doing. I don't know. It's like a whole thing.
Just because you're somewhat of an adult doesn't mean you actually know what you're doing.
Whoa.
Duh. We have another Twitter question
Yeah.
from @AdoreTheNoise. Who has inspired you the most in all that you do?
Oh, man. In terms of personally, in terms of my confidence, my strength, my mom 100% is the strongest person I know. Even me sometimes when I'm crying or like, I'm like, Mom, I'm scared. She's like, shut up and do it. Okay, you can do it. So she's very strong and I've gotten a lot of my confidence from her. In terms of professionals, in the YouTube world, there's a lot of people I look up to. You know, one of my favorite YouTubers is Grace Helbig.
Yeah. And you
yeah.
recently did a collab with her.
Yes, I did. It was very, very cool. I think she's awesome. I think everything she stands for is awesome.
Yeah.
Even actors and actresses in the industry, like Melissa McCarthy, hilarious comedians, just like that. There's just so many people. I think anyone who follows their dream and works at it is someone I gain inspiration from.
Love that. Let's go back to the chat room.
Yeah, actually, there was a tweet question here that I have to ask from Lose Your Mind. Would you fly to the of unicorns with me and eat pizza, Skittles, and all the things junk while crying over The Notebook?
That's
Where are you reading this novel
right
now?
here.
Like
It's right
we're gonna
there.
lose it.
Okay. Yes.
I think that's a great answer.
Yes, I will. Yes. Wherever. Oh, over here. Yes.
We have another audience question too. She's patient. So.
Hi, my name is Eliza. I love your videos. I think you're so funny. My question is, have you ever pulled a prank on anyone, or has anyone pulled a prank on you?
Ooh, you know what? I've never pranked anyone, I don't think. I was a bit concerned because I am collaborating with a few pranksters on my trip, and I'm like, they're gonna ring my doorbell and they're gonna pretend they're dying and they're gonna be pranking me as soon as I meet them. But I'm honest, I've never done pranks just because I'm too timid. Like, I don't wanna hurt people's feelings or like make them embarrassed or anything, so but I did just do a prank with FouseyTube, who's another YouTuber here. So me and him broke up in public in front of a bunch of people, and I got to slap him a few times. That was pretty cool. Yeah, so that's gonna come out next month, so that's the only prank I've done.
You got out some anger and tension that's been sitting in there.
And at first I'm like, no, I can't slap you like I can't. By the end of it, I was like, I was slapping him around. It was great.
That's great. You have a new travel show also that you're doing on your second channel. How did that come to be?
So I have a second channel, which I kind of neglect sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. But I have so much footage from when I travel because I'm so blessed to be able to go to all these places. And I'm like, let me make something out of it, because sometimes I just throw it together. I'm like, no, I'm gonna sit down and do a proper travel series. So it's called Super Stamped. And it's so exciting. I get to travel to, like, I just went to Thailand. I have footage from Australia, New Zealand, and so yeah, it's gonna be fun.
That's sick. So what are you gonna capture and bring to people?
So I'm trying to make it different in the sense that I don't know much about the places I go to, and I'm not gonna pretend like I do. So in my travel show, I'm very like, this place is called this, and it means unicorns. That's what that means. Like, it's not necessarily educational, more so entertaining. Yeah.
You need to create unicorns. Make them come to life, please.
They're all right here in the studio.
Oh, you're unicorns. Love you guys.
And you're almost at 2 million subscribers.
I am.
How close are you? You're like within a couple thousand, right?
Yes, so by tonight, I think,
Oh!
tomorrow morning, I should.
Wow.
I feel like we always get people like right when they're on the brink of another
Art
million.
Baker, we had him
Yeah.
here for the millions.
Yeah.
So,
This is awesome.
thank you.
If we can get it on air, that would be amazing.
Yeah, come on, let's make it happen like
Let's go,
now.
let's go.
We've got another live studio audience question.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey Lily, I'm Jason. So we see the Superwoman tweets, the pictures, we hear about your life, but what is it that we don't see about you?
Jason.
Let's open the Pandora's box.
You know what? There are certain elements of my life, of course, that I would like to keep private, just because I already put so much out there on the internet. Things you probably don't know about are, a lot of times people think Superwoman's always happy and always positive, and I get why, because I come across like that. But I think sometimes that acts as a con, because people think, how is she like that and why am I not like that? No, I get sad and upset very often. It's just, I probably don't Instagram myself crying. That's all it is. But I would love people to know that I do have human emotions as well, sometimes.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Dovetailing with that question, from Shay Fry in the chat room, have you ever had a crush on a fan?
Well, Jason, I don't know, man. Like, I
Match
had
made
a
in
crush on a fan. You know what? I usually flirt with all of my fans. So that's that, yeah.
You're a great lover of all sorts.
I love
I need to ask, what is the weirdest thing you've ever played with in your lifetime? Besides your fans.
I've ever played with in my lifetime. Oh my God, I've never been asked these questions.
I know, these are great.
I don't know. Like, you know, sometimes people give me really weird gifts when I go to meet and greets. So they give me like used clothes, or like, or one time someone gave me
Here's
like
a
a
shirt I
little
wore.
clay ornament of like me and stuff like that. So I guess that stuff, I don't know. Like,
What was the craziest thing you've gotten at a meet and greet?
wow, a lot of things. I have gotten people's personal items before, like, this is mine and my sweat is in it and I want you to cherish it forever and ever. Like, I've gotten things like that.
Do you put that somewhere in your place?
Yeah, in the box where I'm gonna donate everything else. Okay, no kidding. You know what it is? I appreciate everything I get, but I decided that I get so many stuffed animals and things like that that I'm actually gonna donate them to a sick kids hospital.
Oh, I love
because
that.
I love them, but I feel like my fans would also agree that people need them more. So I'm fine.
Definitely. Someone also asked on Twitter, but it's gone away because there's so many people tweeting. Thank you so much at What's Trending. Where you get your t-shirts and your hats, because it's such a signature part.
Oh,
of the
yes,
look.
it is. This particular shirt, a fan actually made for me, so that's why I'm wearing it, because I want them to hopefully see it and be like, oh, she's wearing it.
That's nice. A fan made that for you, but
Yeah.
that's something you should
I know.
have like, in your store.
I know,
Schmurr
right?
for
I know.
days.
Schmurr for days. A lot of my clothes I just get from stores like, I don't know, Hot Topic, Blue Notes we have in Toronto, and I have my own clothing as well that I sell, so I wear a lot of that.
The whole empire built.
Yeah, unicornisland.ca, shameless plug.
And a lot of people are asking about VidCon, playlists. You're gonna be everywhere this year.
This year is the year. I will be at everything. I will be at VidCon, I will be at Playlist, I will be at everything.